Hello everyone, my name is Manoj Kumar and today I am going to show you the demo of HelloWorld in Maven using Spring MVC. The technologies that I will be using are Spring, Maven, Apache Tomcat and Eclipse IDE. To initiate, let us first create a Maven project in Eclipse. The reason we are using Maven is to automate the build process and to manage the dependencies. In fact, it also helps us to maintain a proper directory structure for the project. So in order to create a Maven project, click on File, then New, then Maven project, then choose a location. So either you can go with the default workspace location or you can specify some other workspace location. So I have my own workspace. After specifying the workspace location, click on Next. And in the new Maven project wizard, choose the type of archetype that you are going to work. So in this project or in this demo, I'm going to start or work with web app. So click on Maven-archetype-web app. Then you need to specify the group ID and the artifact ID. So for me, the group ID is com.techloop.mks and the artifact ID is car kharido. After specifying the group ID and the artifact ID, click on finish. So while creating a Maven project, you need to ensure that you are connected to the internet, because for the first time it will, or the Maven will download all the repositories from the web to your local system. So you can see here Eclipse is creating a Maven archetype which is of web app. So once it gets complete, we can explore our project and you can witness the directory structure of the project that I was stating about. So this is the directory structure of our project, and here you can see that we have an error, and the error is JSP problem. So in order to solve this problem, you need to click, or you need to add a server first. So in my project, I have already added a server which is your Apache Tomcat. So click on project. So click on build path, configure build path, and then click on add library, server runtime. Now you can see we have added Apache Tomcat to our libraries. Then click on apply and then OK. So now you can see there are no errors in our project. So in order to display the hello world, what we'll do is we will explore the source code folder, and within the source code folder you will find two more things, that is main and a test. Click on main, then click on web app, and after clicking on web app you will find one more folder, that is your web inf. So it's totally follows the web application structure. So what I will be doing is I will be creating another new folder inside your web inf. Let us make it as view and click, or I will be moving the index.jsp page within the view. So now within the web inf you can see we have a web.xml. So as in the beginning I said that will be working with the Spring MVC and will first try to display the hello world, which is inside your view. So the index.jsp page has a heading which displays hello world. So when you run or when you try to run this program, you can see the server is started and it gives you a 404 error. So the 404 error clearly states about resource not found. So in order to solve this, we gonna use the Spring MVC structure. So in order to work with the Spring MVC, first we need to understand the working flow of Spring MVC. So this is the working flow of the Spring MVC, where you can notice whenever a client sends a request, which is a HTTP request, the first or dispatcher sublet is the first one which receives the HTTP request, and the dispatcher sublet takes the help of handler mapping. After then it takes the help of controller, then it takes the help of view resolver, and after getting the actual name of the view, it displays the view in the form of HTTP response to the client. So we gonna follow the same structure, that is, first we gonna initiate the dispatcher sublet, then we gonna map or we gonna specify the handler mapping, then the controller, then the view resolver, and we're gonna specify the actual view. So these are the 4 steps that we need to follow in order to display or in order to fix the 404 error in our project. So let us first create a package. Let us make it as controller. Within the package we can create a class. Let the name of the class be home controller. So we'll be specifying this class is going to serve as a controller, which I have clearly shown here in the second step. So before it we need to instantiate or we need to use the dispatcher sublet. So in order to instantiate the dispatcher sublet, we will be using the web.xml, and within the web.xml we'll do the mapping in order to instantiate the dispatcher sublet, which is already being provided by the Spring framework in the form of dispatcher sublet. The other name of the dispatcher sublet is front controller. So this is the sublet. Then we need to specify the sublet name. Let it be dispatcher, or it can be any other thing. Then we need to specify the sublet class. So the sublet class is nothing but the predefined class, that is Spring framework web sublet, and the name of the sublet is dispatcher sublet. Then we need to specify the mapping. So first specify the sublet name. So the sublet name is dispatcher that we have specified here. Then the URL pattern. So here it's very clear that we are initiating the dispatcher sublet, and whatever the request comes, whatever the HTTP request comes, that will be forwarded to the dispatcher sublet in order to take the entire responsibility